Hello everyone and welcome back to another video on Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. In this video I want to go over Dokkan's version of pity in summoning. And there is several types of pity here that can happen here. So first of all, just a shout out to all of you amazing people who come to watch the channel, who have subscribed, and those of you that like the videos and those of you that comment. Thank you all so very much. I really appreciate it. Thank you very much. So let's get into the first one, the red coin. Now, the red coin here is a Dokkan Festival coin. As you can see here, I have 4,020. The lineup for pity here is not necessarily a pity for the new unit, but for any of the featured units that fall under the Dokkan Festival category. So these units, if they are TURs, are 400 coins. And if they are LRs, are 500 coins. We'll see in a moment. Proof of that, not necessarily for red coins, but LRs in general are 500 coins. Now, there is a different kind of thing here that can occur. And that is if we have a emerald coin banner or a gray coin banner, as evidenced here. See the gray coin banner? For Dokkan festivals, it's green. If you're summoning on the current banner, right? This will only ever come on the banner it's released. And it's 200 coins for this kind of banner, whether it's a gray coin banner, which would be for yellow coin LRs, or a emerald coin being for Dokkan Fest TURs. There was another opportunity that occurred recently as part 3 of the GDC, where they released a Dokkan Festival LR, and it also had a 200 coin pity. Now these are in different formats, and I don't have them all up in front of me. Unfortunately, I don't even know where to go get that information to provide a visual for it. And these are the best case scenarios if you want to assure yourself of a unit. This is the easiest, cheapest, and most surefire way. Now, there is one major thing here that makes this a tier above the rest, and that is any SSR that you pull on this banner can also be used to exchange for 3 coins if that unit is maxed out 100% in the hidden potential system of that particular unit in that tree. If any in that tree of units is 100% in the hidden potential system, that is 3 additional coins going into the pity for this banner. So people can do 300 Dragon Stones or to 700 Dragon Stones, depending on whether or not they got the 230 multis or not from the Baba Shop, which is something that costs IRL money. Those would jumpstart you by 30 points. Although none of those are exchangeable, none of the SSRs that are pulled on those multis are exchangeable. Anything you do pull off of the Dragonstone version is something that could count towards it. Now, there is one more thing about these banners that have this pity. Typically, it's green banners. I remember for sure that this is the case. I don't remember if yellow coins have, meaning the gray coin titty ones, whether or not they have, but each third multi will be a guaranteed featured unit in the last slot. And that is theoretically the highest chance to pull the unit. And this goes for 7 times. So for a total of 21 multis, which is 1,050 Dragonstones, there is a guaranteed featured every third multi. There is no free multi. That happens only typically in Dual Dokkan Fest banners or major celebrations like the Global Download Celebration, the Global Dokkan Celebration it's called now, and the anniversary. So typically that 3 multi, get 1 free only ever happens there. Now, one of the things that they did last year was they gave us a free choice of any unit that had released during the anniversary through the entire game backwards. And so you could have gotten any of the new Dokkan Fest LRs, you could have gotten any of the new Carnival LRs, you could have gotten anything there. It was something that came with the Namekian Shenron wishes, and it's something that was never done before in the game. Now, previous anniversaries had something where you got, I believe this started in the 3rd anniversary, where you got any number of tickets from 1 or, I don't remember if the minimum was 1 or 3 to 7 or something like that. And you got free multis on the actual banner. I mean, there was a ticket version of those banners that you could go in with. And during the 11th anniversary, we had the regular banners for Dragonstones. We had Rainbow Tons of Thanks tickets that we actually got for free that had not only one as our character guaranteed for multi-summon, but they also were for these anniversary banners. So that was part and parcel of what they did in the 11th anniversary. Now, these were paid tickets that could be bought as well, and in the Baba Shop, of course. And although they removed this, which had, after I believe the 5th or 6th anniversary, had switched to 3 tickets per multi, that was with Dragonstones, not the free multi. The free multi didn't give those 3 tickets that you could then recycle into summoning more on the banner. Those things did, for the most part, get removed at the 11th anniversary, but them giving us the choice to pick any unit in the game, I believe far exceeds that. Far exceeds that. That's a guaranteed chance. If you're a collector, that's so much more valuable. Well, moving on to the next kind of summoning coin, which I should mention, it's 1 coin per 5 Dragonstones spent, except when it's on this kind of banner, the green coin banner. So I don't have a yellow coin LR here to work with. So we're going to use this as a template for the yellow coin, and we'll speak about the carnival coin as well, the teal coin. Now, like I mentioned before, LRs are 500 coins. This is a yellow coin LR, and he's still 500 coins. So there's that. Now, when we're talking about the rest of the banner, don't even bother with the rest of the banner. It's not worth your coins to do so. Let's talk about a carnival banner here. So this banner we have here was a carnival banner, and we had 2 carnivals that were new that were featured, as well as a 3rd carnival, and up to 10 of the characters featured were able to be Dokkan awakened into an LR. So basically the entire banner was an LR. Was all LRs. And there wasn't a single general pool unit on it. So these were the most valuable legendary coin / carnival coin LR banners to summon for. And again, the exchange rate is still 1 carnival coin per 5 dragonstones spent. So if you did a free multi or you used tickets, they did not give you a coin for it. Now, another thing that the anniversary did was they actually introduced a straight up 500 coin exchange for the new LRs. And that is very significant. Why? Because you could do the same thing as with the Emerald coin banners, and that is any SSR that you pulled off of a Dragonstone multi, you could exchange that for 3 more coins if that was a maxed out in the Hidden Potential System unit. Many games nowadays have something like, okay, you do 200 pulls, you're good to go. True. 200 pulls is only 200 coins. But that's 20 multis, and 20 multis with a guaranteed SSR would end up being at least 60 more coins as well. Now, these coins are not exclusive to being only used for that pity. They allowed you to switch it between the Dokkan Festival side to the Carnival coin side, and vice versa. You could go back and forth with them. And this is significant because you're summoning all on one banner, and then you get everything that you want from that banner, and you take those coins, you switch over to the other banner, and you just pick up the unit that you're missing. All very generous. And I believe the Global Dokkan Celebration had that as well. Okay, now we're going to talk about the blue coins, and the blue coins are the general rule of thumb. Very niche. And when I say very niche, it's like this. Currently, there is only Mysterious Ritual Elder Guys that can be gotten for 10 coins. I don't need these 35 coins. Sorry, 35 Elder Guys. I have 2056. I don't think I can even use all of them currently. There's just so many of them. So what typically shows up in this section of the Baba Shop, in the treasure section? The units that don't fit on Dokkan Festival banners, they don't fit on Legendary Summon banners and Carnival banners, Dokkan Fest LR banners, none of those. All of those will end up being banners that give you this blue coin. The Dragon Ball Heroes collabs, those banners all gave us blue coins. Another set of banners that gave us the blue coins was the unit types supports. Now, the reason why I say types supports is because there's 10 of those, 2 for each super type and extreme type of each typing of AGL Tech, Int, STR, and Physical. Those were where this value came out. And when they brought us back the last time, these banners, which was, I'd say 2 or 3 years ago at this point, you were able to exchange 300 coins for one of those units. And the reason why my coins are so high is because I did go after the very last Super Dragon Ball Heroes collaboration banner that they dropped. Still hoping that they drop Easy A's for the units, even though that was announced as the very last collab in that regard. And now we get to the most interesting part here. Summon point exchanges, right? How do we get these, and how does this work in a much shorter version than my previous videos on summon points? As you could see, there is a Dokkan Festival summon point and a Carnival summon point ticket. The way to acquire these is typically the very first 3 summons, multi-summons that is, that you do on a banner that is Dragon Stones, will net you 10 or 30 of these summon points. For some reason, I'm not remembering that exactly. Let me try and check that. 1 second. Now, if I remember correctly, I do believe that it's 30 per multi. I could be wrong. Let's do 690 divided by 30, and that means I did 23 total multis with summon points. Now, these summon points were introduced after the anniversary. I'd say about a month or 2 afterwards. That was still a big boon. And do not be discouraged by how many units are actually on the banner. This is updated constantly. And they're putting Carnival featured and Dokkan Festival LR featured as the primary here. So hopefully all of you who have enough for a ticket are able to get lucky for the unit that you would like. Of course, if you have any thoughts, questions, or comments, please let me know in the comment section down below. That's going to be it for this video, folks. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. I know this is a little bit lengthy. I apologize. Hopefully, I did not get too boring in the middle. If you are new here, if you haven't already done so, please do consider subscribing. I hope you all have a great rest of your day. Happy holidays. And I hope to see you all in the next video. Ocean signing off.